This is Sunil Rafiq from Lahore Grammar Senior Boys Campus. Today I'll be discussing a very important lesson regarding trigonometry. So if you have not attended my classes or you have attended any class, you can just observe this lesson and get some important tips how to use trigonometry to solve trigonometric equations and how to find the sketches of each trigonometric function. So let's just observe this lesson. First of all, you already know that there are three trigonometric functions: sine, cos and tan. First I'll talk about the sine function. Here I'm going to tell you some important properties, that what is a sine function. Here the case is different. In additional mathematics we are not just concerned with finding lengths and angles, the simple case. This is actually the extreme case, so don't worry about this. Anything can be just easy once you get the core idea of it. So first, sine function. This is a simple thing. You must know that sine function is always from -1 to +1. Now what does this property means? Means given any angle, theta represents the angle. This is the angle. Given any angle, sine function's value is always from -1 to 1. It cannot exceed this. So let's observe the sketch of a sine function. This is very important because most of the time the examiner is just asking the sketch, and there is a major difference in sketch and draw. You must know that sketch means where you have to apply your knowledge to just give a rough detail of the function and not just the complete detailed drawing. So here I am not using a graph paper. I have just made a horizontal axis. This will be the theta axis, because the angles are going to be on the x-axis. And y, you already know that y is the range of the function. If you have not attended my function lesson, further I'll upload another video regarding functions, but if you know functions, you know that y is the range and x is the domain. So here I'll call y as sine theta. This is the range of the function. So that is y is equal to sine theta is basically f of theta. So the function's range is from +1 to -1. First we'll make the axis, and I'll make my domain from -360 to 360. So means I have just restricted theta. It can go all the way, but I just want to draw it from here. 90 degree, 180, then we have 270, and then we have 360. Same goes for the negative axis: -90, -180, -270, and -360. Now if you have your calculators with you when you will be watching this video, just take your calculator in your hand, and I'll just tell you simple thing that on 90 sine is 1. You can check this on your scientific calculator. Just put sine and write 90 in the angle and you'll get this value. On 180 sine is 0. On 270 it is -1. On 360 it is 0. On 0 it is 0. On -90 it's -1. This and this. So don't get confused by this. Put sine -270 and you'll get the value 1. Reason for this is a very good method of sketching a trigonometry. You don't need every value. Just now join these with a smooth curve and you'll get your sine curve. So this is known as a sine curve. There are another very important properties regarding sine curve, and I'll be sharing with you. First of all, observe about this function. You see this spiral. This is known as a sine function. Observe that in 360 it takes one complete round, and after that it will again be the same. It will again be the same. So this function, such function, is known as a periodic function, which after some time takes its original position. So after every 360, look at this: 90, 180, 270, 360. After every 360 the sine function repeats one. As in the language of physics we say, one complete vibration or oscillation.